Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is a request from the Violet Lightning, who wanted basically a double feature of the Jegan and the Geara Doga with their color schemes swapped. So we're going to be starting out with the Geara Doga in Jegan colors in space. So it's I am not great with the Geara Doga, but this is the first good round I'd gotten with it in space. Hadn't particularly tried to use it in space a lot, but just, as I recall, I hit on a decent one, so decided to roll with it. Just kind of trying to do requests as pertinent cues come up, and it's sometimes it's hard to find the right cue for some of the stuff people ask for, so or get a good round when I do. But I'm using the standard beam machine gun for the Geara Doga, not the fancier one that came out recently that you can fire charge shots or burst fire with, but the standard one that is just burst fire with no aim assist. And I actually kind of like that gun. It does wonders on the heavy Geara Doga where you can put some decent ranged power behind it, but it's not bad on the standard Doga. It does probably about equal damage with a machine gun at this level. Or at least say with a sub-weapon machine gun, say the early production Gelgug's MMP-80 probably does about the same as that, which probably not a big recommendation for using it as your main weapon, but it is usable. Like I said, I just felt like it, so let's see. Tried to throw some Sturmfausts at that Nero trainer, got heavy attacked instead, but I think I took some of the damage but flipped out of it. And yeah, just trying to land as many shots as possible on the backpack. Our base has already been destroyed, and fired a grenade blind, but did not hit the Nero. And somebody else got that kill, which I'm not even sure how that worked, but it worked. Overhead swing did not have enough forward range to hit that Isaac, so at least not from down here. But it's still moving, so now I'm going to throw Sturmfausts at it and then finish it with the gun. There we go. Yeah, so it's kind of one of those things where you can attack at range. It does have some build stun, but stunning with either the Sturmfausts or the grenade launcher and then stacking damage with the machine gun can be fairly effective. Trick being that if you're at close range, you don't want to bother with that, and you just want to go to the melee, because the melee on this thing's tremendous, and it has the wire, ceramic wire there, which is the best of the heat rod type weapons in my opinion, because it moves fast, so that really prevents you from getting stuck in the attack pose for too long and taking a lot of damage. So, and means you're not out. You're not too terribly vulnerable when you miss, which I usually am, and I frequently do. So, yeah. But yeah, as you can see, about 300 a shot against the Nero, so that's not bad. But I'm also about to die. Oops. Looks like I think this is a Night Seeker Space V. Kind of lost control of its attack there a little bit, and didn't finish me off quite then, but I did. But the Isaac got me when I was trying to follow up on that. So, oh well. But yeah, so far so good. I've actually made use of the machine gun. I've made use of the not ceramic, enameled wire, I believe it is. There's a slight difference there in terms of materials, but not sure what the enamel's supposed to do. But there you go. But yeah. It's like I said, not a bad weapon, not a bad mobile suit, and the fact that they're basically only ahead by more or less the amount that they got from blowing up our base. So that being the case, if we're careful, which I am trying very hard to be right now, as you can probably tell, we can probably overtake them, because they're at best, they're holding even with us, so we can work with that. Okay, there's that, and then the wire, and then I got stunned before the wire could hit. Kind of ridiculous to miss a target as big as the Isaac's head, but there we go. And trying to wire that, and really, I would love it if our Gaz L were anywhere in this neighborhood, because yeah, I am for some reason fighting 2 supports, which is not smart, and thus I am dead. Yeah, if we're going to outplay them, I'm gonna have to actually like outplay them and not attack 2 supports at once by myself in the general. But okay, so number 2 has deployed a bomb. We're kind of spread out. 1, 3, and 5 are sticking together. 2 is hiding in the enemy base. From the look of things, I think they're hiding in the amidst the giant thrusters on the right. Just from the way that their number is a little bit off center. Let's see, is that something I should be attacking? Nope, disadvantage. So since it's almost dead, I'll take a chance at a distance. But yeah, that's the Nemo 3 again. So got it before it did me serious damage. That's the Isaac, and I am just determined to not go against anything I have type neutrality or advantage against. Why I am doing this, I could not tell you. I think it's just what I happen on first, and kind of need to be helping my ally, but there's at least one raid I could be fighting, the Nero Trainer, and I swear that's is that an Arjarja? I wonder if that's an Ars Jarja. No, that is an Arjarja, excuse me. The difference being that the Ars Jarja is a support. But no, I do have type advantage against this. So yeah, they have 2 raids that I can be fighting, and it's time I did it. See, we've blown up the enemy base, and we're now ahead by about 1,000 points. Just since this thing has tons of ammo, I can just kind of stay on it as I go. I think that's whatever that is. I'm neutral to it, so I think it might be the Hazel Custom, or oh no, I think it's GPO 3. You probably already figured out what it is, but yeah, pretty sure now it's a GPO 3. Got it with the wire, and rolled out of the way of something that was trying to kill me. We've gotten a lead. I'm trying not to lose it here. There's the Nemo 3 again. I think I just barely missed that beam. Because, well, for one thing, with this health, I'd have either 1 health or no health if it had hit me, so. And 30 seconds, a 3,000 point lead. I'm the only one that's particularly low on health, so yeah, we're in a good spot. I've got my Sturmfausts out in the hopes that I can do anything useful if somebody pops up and tries to take that, but they didn't, so just kind of going back to patrolling to see if there's anything I can fight with the last 10 seconds of the round here. Not at the moment, looks like. So, oh wait, there's the Isaac, which is about to kill me. So, yeah. Luckily, that did not lose us the round, or I'd feel really dumb. But yeah, I need to stop face tanking those Isaacs. It is not doing us any good. So, let's see. But yeah, it was a pretty good round, though. So, and there is a surprisingly similarly colored Geara Doga with us, which it's not anyone I know. So, you know, just sheer coincidence, either that or the default colors don't look that different once weathering is handled. 4,500 damage, 4 kills, 3 deaths. Not great, but like I said, I don't think I've run it in space before, so alright, we will now move on to part 2. And here is a Jegan in Geara Doga colors, and I think that works a lot better, honestly. For one thing, the Geara Doga has more color. Jegan does not have a lot. I think it has a little bit of black, a decent amount of red for accents, and then it's all that mint green. So yeah, it's not exactly the most colorful thing in the world. Must make painting the cells a lot easier though. But we are on the ground. I am the only general on our team. We've got a GPO 2 MLRS. We've got a Super Gundam for supports, and for raids we have a Shuz from Gallus. A Z Zulu, and a Hazel 2. Basically, you know, anything you've ever been annoyed by at 550, probably on this team. But, let's see, managed to catch the Gallus a little bit, but I am surrounded, and there's really nothing to do here, except if I can manage not to die, just escape. Wanted to get that, try and get the Gallus, but I don't have enough, time to do it proper damage, so I'm just going to escape and take their point. I don't usually like doing this, but given that, you know, they're 2,000 points ahead, and pretty much I'm the only member of our team that has not gotten wiped yet. I didn't, I had to get out and do something if I could, so I did. I guess I could have gone back and waited to spawn with everybody else, but I lived long enough that I'm kind of spawn staggered anyway, so may as well just do what I can. So, like, to be honest, this is not something I ordinarily like doing. I don't like doing the run around in circles and steal everybody else's points thing. It really is annoying, but with a team composition like this, especially with 2 supports and a Sturmgallus, I kind of figured we're going to need every edge we can get. But yeah, so matter of fact, one of our supports is currently dead, the Super Gundam. There is GPO-3, which trying to hit the edge of the building as I was jumping down. It is trying to boost backwards and ambush me. I do that a lot myself, so besides, it's just a target. It doesn't really matter which way it's facing. And then here's a jammer fin, which luckily did not hit me very hard. It didn't have the damage over time beam ready, so that was good. And now I'm running away, so I don't get hit with the big beam. Hopefully, probably still will, but no. Everybody's ganging up on the fin. We've got our Sturmgallus and our Hazel 2 on that, so that is not a bad combination to take on a support. And so yeah, we kind of control the map at this point, like to a probably unfair amount. But like I said, I was kind of expecting us to get bulldozed with with a weird team composition like this. But as I recall, this round basically proves once again that weird team compositions work better than people expect them to. It does frequently just come down to how well can the people you're playing with play, and are they paying enough attention? Because that's the main thing. Like in the last round, we just I think we just had more skilled teammates in general, because I was not paying attention, and I was attacking a lot of things against type, which is a good way to die, which I did frequently. So, yeah, that was... but I kind of just wanted a Space Doga round, honestly, and that was the cue. So I hung on to this for quite a while until I could get the matching Jegan. So, I think I have them both at 500 even, and that's just been a hard thing to get. That was a hard thing to find cues in for a while, but I think it's been clearing up. Also happy to see that in random, especially random for custom rooms, starting to see some maps turn up again that haven't in a while, like Military Port and Jungle, and Port Base at High Tide. So this does have a pretty good selection of maps. Like I've said before, I'd love to get all of the GBO1 maps added back in. I'm pretty sure if you add ground and space together at this point, though, this probably has more maps than GBO did. But I'd still like to get them all back in. Just, just why not? That's about all I can really say is why not. Also, like I said, some of those maps that drove me crazy back then, like the mines, was always a bad time. The cliffs were not much better. Those could be the canyon, I think it was. Those could be a lot more interesting now, with mobile suits that can fly, mobile suits that can transform, and also just plain assault booster on raids could make, fighting from one level to the next a lot easier than it used to be. And yeah, wait a second. Oh, that's not a Z-Zulu, that's a Bawu. It's kind of hard to tell with those little, postage stamp-sized portraits. Also, I haven't run the Bawu in forever. I couldn't tell you why. It's good. I just, I don't know. But, yeah, I don't know why I expected that to be a Z-Zulu, but, well, because that is what I see more than Bawus in 550 most of the time anymore. So, but yeah, Bawu is still plenty good. And number 5 seems to be doing just fine with it. And right now we are kind of pushing them back to their base, which is kind of the natural extension, honestly, of taking all the beacons. Is push them back to their base and hopefully they don't kill you faster than you can kill them, which is what it kind of comes down to sometimes. Got like all the way across the map there to stop that Sturmgallus from fighting one of our supports. One of the other supports is probably fighting something else nasty because they just called for help. I'm just going to pull back a little bit here. Yeah, they did not last, unfortunately. No, it's 1 and 2 that didn't. Number 3 is still alive, unlike me. But, yeah, I've been working with Sturmgallus a little bit lately because I got a request for it, but I do enjoy the thing. It's just, it's very much specialized into punching, and if you let things get away from you, it's kind of hard. I am really amazed neither of those people chose to step on me. I guess they didn't see my life bar, but yeah, that was bad. So, meanwhile, number 3 is, I think, a little bit unhappy that they didn't get any support, but in our defense, everybody else was probably dead. Let's see. They have a 1,400 point lead, so I'm going to do my best to do something about that, trying to take down this Jammer Finn and this GPO-3 that are both low health. Got the GPO-3. Ewak Jegan is doing its very best to stop me, but it doesn't have... I don't think it has a lot of melee power. A decent amount, but not enough to put a dent in me, especially since I think I built for melee defense on this, if I'm honest. So, okay, somebody else got that kill. We've got the lead now, so if I can just hunt down this one person with the time we've got left, that'd be fun. GPO-3, somebody else will get the kill. That's fine. The win is secured, and, definitely done worse. So, we managed to pull it off with a really weird team composition. Like I said, kind of had to resort to stealing all the waypoints to do it, but we did it. I was top diversions, kind of felt like it. Our Gallus was, our Bawu was top damage and top score, and I did okay. So, hope you enjoyed the rounds, Lightning. That is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We'll be back soon with more. Till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later! But yeah, the MS in Action Jegan is actually a decent figure just overall. It kind of outdid its time period by a fair amount just because it had the double knee joints when not a lot of things did, and the lack of skirt armor makes it more posable than it otherwise would be. All those sharks counterattack MS in Action, though, they are huge, so they might actually even be out of scale with some of the earlier things. I'm not sure. I'll have to check that out again. I've forgotten over the years.